Hello everybody and welcome back to Aurora 4X. Now, I of course am Siberian and you'll notice that all of the swarm are gone. Now, I tried to run through it and just chew them out real quick, but wasn't having any of it. Turns were way too slow and it was like 30 seconds per 5 seconds, and yeah. So I had two choices. Either I could release no episode for the next 3 days while I chew through all of them, or I release 3 episodes of me chewing through all of them, or I go into designer mode and I just delete them. And considering that while this is a fair bit of a let's play, it is also supposed to be a tutorial where I talk about designs and I show you how to play the game, and I wasn't recording me chewing through it all anyway, I figured the best option would be to just delete them, because they didn't really have any chance, right? I killed, they got to about just outside, they got to about here, just outside AMM range, and they only had 70 of them left out of about 140 to begin with. So, with the AMM fire, they didn't really stand a chance. And these guys back here, there were 20 of them, they didn't really have anything. So, I just went and deleted them. They wouldn't have left any wrecks anyway, so there was nothing to salvage that we're losing out or gaining out as an advantage. So, that is where we stand. So, while the fleet goes and collects the life pods and returns to base, we'll just go and send... I'll get Battlefleet to recall escorts. And we'll get the 2 patrol groups. Oh, yeah, right. I had designer mode left on. Space Master off. Okay, designer mode is still on. Is it still on? Good. Okay. Patrol groups. Patrol Perth. And... oh yeah. Patrol Victoria is in here somewhere. Wallaby Cougar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Transit and refuel. Okay. Yeah, so while it does that, because I know a little something something, and there's a very high chance that we might spawn more of them later, we're going to run into more swarm later on down the road. I want a much more fast and efficient way of actually killing them all, rather than throwing hundreds of missiles at them. So, we're going to design what I like to call a Culled strike ship, or a Culled frigate. If you have been keeping track of the Reddit, you will recognize this design reasonably well, although there will be some slight modifications to it. So, here we go. Let's talk about let's talk about frigates. Normally, frigates you're looking at, you know, medium range, fly along with the ship, maybe provide some light fire support. They're not really that big, right? They're not necessarily too fast. They just basically fly along with the fleet and they do their job. Not these ones. I'm going to actually need some new tech for these. Not these guys. These guys are born from the same concept of the 2-stage missile. That is, these guys do not fly around on their own. It's a 2-part ship. It's 2 ships in one. Basically, but then they're not fighters in a carrier. Note that. They're not fighters in a carrier. They are full-on frigates, right? Couple of kilotons. But they act like fighters. And energy weapon. What's beams from flying? It's too much. Okay, it's too much. 240 capacitor rate 5. That's 15 seconds. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, because you know he did the thing with the particle accelerator. Okay. So how big is that? 8 hull size. How big is our Zog optical laser? 8 hull size. Well, what's the specs on that? Let's actually compare the two. Lasers. Well, there we go. Okay. So, damage is 16, but that's a point blank. We're going to be pew-pewing this. The particle beam is the same size, slightly less power, so it fires faster. It has a third of the max range. About the same crew, same hit to kill. That will depend on exactly how much damage this laser does at 240,000 range. But at this moment, I'm not sure if the particle beams are actually good enough. Okay, we are going to run the Zog 25 centimeter. Okay. Now, I'm also going to show you a little trick. You'll remember that the Zog 25 centimeter is actually a spinal laser, right? And it only lets you do one at a time. There is a way around that, though, and I'll show you what it is. We actually might go for the 30 centimeter ultraviolet laser, except that one's 25 seconds, and I want the 20-second fire rate. So no, we'll stick with the 25. Okay. I want standard size. We could make it smaller, but no. 80 seconds is too much. Okay. Zog optical 25 centimeter C4 secondary ultraviolet laser. Create. Tertiary ultraviolet laser. And quaternary ultraviolet laser. So, even though they're spinal, the limitation is you have to have one identical spinal laser on a ship. And what that means is that if you make a duplicate of your spinal weapon, you can have one of each spinal weapon. So by developing these lasers, we can have quad spinal lasers. And that's kind of painful for them, not us. We're awesome, but you know, for them it's painful. Hang on, what was that? Ah, okay. Yeah, so that's kind of painful. And actually, what we can do, we could train these. Nah, it's fine. We'll just let the big guy do it. So that's our lasers for it. We also need. Actually, how many can we actually fit? So we'll go, if we have a look. Let's make sure we don't see anything weird. Drive. Okay. Here's one I made earlier. Now, Just a quick update, I have added armaments to my unified ship calculator. You design a weapon, magazine, power plant, drop it in here, and it will automatically add it to your payload. So let's actually take advantage of that. First things first, what armor am I actually running? Ceramic composite. Okay, so I thought it was one lower. I did this at work, so ceramic composite. There we go. We're going to go for 6 layers. Because it is a brawler still a brawler. Okay, and what is our engine tech? Engines. Oh, we have 0.5, so we're slightly more efficient. Perfect. Okay, and this is basically what we're going for. Yeah, if you're reading this, it's scary. So, internal confinement fusion, max power mod, and I've already calculated the scaling for it, and I want to go for size 7s. That will let us 4 engines of 2100 speed. I checked for one single full-size engine, and it barely saves any fuel at all. So it'll be better to do it this way. So 7 hull size, 420 EP internal fusion. And this one we're going to go for, hang on. Yeah, this is going to go for the Lockheed. Infusion. Create. Okay. So that's our engines, and we'll stick 4 of them in there eventually. Fuel, it's going to run 320,000 liters. No jump drive. 6 layers of ceramic composite. Everything's looking pretty good. We get 1,600 tons of payload tonnage. Now, how much is one of those spinal lasers actually? If we show it in tons, one of our spinal lasers is 400 tons. Okay, so let's go have a look. And it's size 8. And I'm not going to bother with the crew just yet, but that's fine. And we're going to go with 4 of them. Although I have actually made a little bit of a mistake in the calculations, but it's fine. Okay, so I'll need to actually fix this in the sheet. We're just going to copy these across real quick. I'll need to fix that later. Okay, so in calculator we have a payload of 1,600 tons. That leaves us 37 tons for crew. Now, deployment time is going to be only 3 days. How much actual... Because we only have 1 day of fuel anyway. So it's only going to be 3 days. And you'll notice that we only... Well, we don't have only 2 crew. We're going to need a lot more crew. But we only have 0.4 of a ton per person. Right? We only need 0.4 per person. We're going to have... How much crew is on that gun? So the engine was... Engine was 21. It's actually going to have quite a lot of crew on here. So we might run out of that 16. We might have to sacrifice a little bit of the fuel. We'll see how we do. But we need that engine and that laser first. And we can fit all... We should be able to fit all 4. Worst case scenario, we'll run 3. Because we also need the fire control. So, okay. Beam fire control, we need max speed. Because that's the speed we're going for. And we need max range. Okay. So that is the range we're running at, 240,000. And this is where the particle beam might come in better off, because we only have enough range for the particle beam to function on this thing anyway. So, yeah. Let's go for... Not the Magpie. Yeah. That'll do. Actually, that's our... Do we have a designer for cannons? No, I don't think so. Yeah, alright. We'll just go for that. So that's our 4x4 fire control. And that's about it. That's actually all that is. That's actually all that is in it. Sensors and fire control, we'll cancel this. We only have one sensors guide. Jesus. Okay. And then queue that back up, then queue that up. Okay, so we got our engine here, power and propulsion. That's going to get done super quick. That's probably going to get done faster than anybody else here, so Q-top. Yeah, no, that's fine. Alright, so we've got engine, we got sensors, we've got lasers, and that's it. Okay. That is all we need to design for this thing. But there is one other thing that we need to design for this thing. Because we know that the tonnage is going to be about 4,000 tons. There's another thing that we have to design. And that is, this thing only has a range of about 2 billion kilometers. Right? So we need something that will carry it around with the fleet. So the other thing we need is a dedicated carrier. There we go. That's one. Stick an ECM on it. Keep it out of sight. And we are going to... Do we want to stick... not mag plasma. Do we not have our... Yes, we do. So these two will give us 5,000 kilometers. That's fleet speed, even with the hangar capacity. That's a little bit less than fleet speed, actually. If we do... I mean... That's not bad. No, I'm not going to run commercial. I want this thing to be at least reasonably quick. 12 months, no armor. We need a couple engineering spaces. We are going to replace the fuel storage with the compressed fuel storage. We've got very large. Where's large? I know we have large. Oh, there it is. A bit more fuel. We want maintenance storage bay. There we go. That will let us repair everything. Okay, that'll do for now. We'll come back to this guy because he's not completely done yet. Interestingly enough, we don't actually need any crew grade on this thing. So, oh, we kind of do, because we need to maneuver. No, we don't, because this is not going to maneuver with the fleet at all. Okay. That's fine. We'll come back to this guy in a sec, because we need that tech done. So, we'll let that run. We'll send these guys to go pick up the crew. Oh, yeah. clear targets for the fleet. Alright. Here's a problem. We kind of have cargo space. Okay, they haven't loaded anything. I'm just going to save the template as lab transfer. Okay, we've got lab transfer. Clear that. We are going to go through... We're in Perth. We're going to go transit Victoria and then move to Brisbane. And where's our salvager? He's in our shipyard, isn't he? No, there he is. Okay. Go to Victoria, go to Brisbane, jump point. We're going to salvage this thing so that no swarm come around and eat it out from under us. Because if it eats it out from under us, we're screwed. Rename this to Patrol Victoria. Okay. Research facility on Melbourne done. Awesome. Alright, that's one of our lasers done. No tech? No other tech. Okay. Alright, we are producing lots of missiles. I did unload all the missiles from here so we can try and do something. Like, I want to get rid of these hammers, so ditch those. Like, we have 1,200 nails. Nails are old. Scrap those. The rest of them are fine. I'm going to be getting new missiles anyway in a sec. Although, might be worthwhile getting those now. Yeah, because we have our cruise engines. Okay. Well, we have our plasma engines. Okay, 6 times internal fusion driver. First things first, green ant. And let's swap for... Okay, it's a total size of 3. Let's do 6 times 30. 36,000 kilometers a second. That gives us up to 82% accuracy. That's pretty good. That's very good. What about engine power? What can I do with engine power? Missile engines. We need size 3. Okay, so no, that's 0.3. There we go. 3 MSP, missile engine, internal confinement fusion, engine power of 8.4. So what can we do? What do we need to match it? 8.4 will give us 2.8 power mod. That's not too shabby. You know what? A good idea would be to tag your actual modifiers for your missile engines, because it's actually really difficult to actually find the bloody settings. So, yeah. However, what I would like is maybe instead of this, what we can do is we can actually up the modifier to 3.5. That will give us a significant speed boost. actually, how much... We can actually kind of find out our relative efficiency. So we have 2,732.5 fuel, and it lasts 200 minutes. That's a 60, 120, 180, 1 hour 20. Actually, 200 minutes. So that's 13.6 fuel per minute. Times that by 60, we get fuel per hour. So this is ever so slightly less efficient. Ever so slightly less efficient than this engine. So we would get roughly the same amount of range. Except it's faster, so we'd potentially get a little bit more. If we drop this to match 819, there we go. That's that. If we now drop this, let's say 2 point. No, I want to drop. If we drop to 2, because I want to shave an entire engine power. So we need to keep it under 819. So that's a little bit less engine power than I would like. It's a lighter missile, but I want ECM on it, which is why I'm trying to shave it. What we can do is 7 engine power will make it slower. I don't want to make it slower. Hey, we can shave warhead. How much warhead can we shave? Can we do 2.8767? Yeah. Okay, that's 16 damage. 2. Okay, 2.68. That will give us 16 damage. Okay. Okay. That is good. We basically saved an entire MSP, so we can bump this up to 5. We'll get 8.75, still going to be a little bit faster. We have 819, so it's slightly more fuel efficient, slightly more engine power, so it'll be a little bit faster than it was. So roughly the same amount of accuracy to begin with, but this is an anti-ship missile. It's not meant to be shooting down fighters, so it's okay to have about the same accuracy. But we'll get ECM on it. This should be enough to get ECM onto our next-gen green ants. Let's do that. Okay. What shall we call it? We want... Now I gotta think of a name. Interestingly enough, it costs about half the Gala site, so it's cheaper too. So think of a name. Green ant. Green ant. What's an upgrade from a green ant? Some kind of lizard, maybe? Skink. Internal fusion. No, internal confinement. Oh, internal fusion. 3.5. 0.5, 2.5. Okay. Done. So that's our green ant upgrade engine. Okay. We can upgrade the Stinger. So I'm gonna go for a .51 size engine. Okay, we can shave this. 0.1567 6667. Okay, so that's that. We can probably get a bit more agility. I think I might trade the warhead for the agility. Yeah, I'll trade warhead for agility. So we're gonna go for the same engine. How's our endurance? 72.5 divided by 3 minutes. So 24 times 60, 1450. So it's got about half the range though. Ugh. Actually, it won't have half the range because it'll have 50% more speed. It'll have 50% more speed, but it'll have significantly less range. 14, what's this times 2? Yeah, so it won't have the same. I might drop it down to 5. So, yeah, okay. 2.55, a little bit faster. 5.3? 5.5. We might be able to trade more fuel instead of agility. We'll see. Okay. This is good for now. Yeah. This is fun. I'm going to call this the Hornet. And it is internal fusion 5.5, 0.5, 0.51. Okay. And also Bullant. Now, Bullant is going to be the interesting one because we need it to be anti-ship. We want it to be anti-ship. Hang on. Yeah, Canadian size 10. So we want the Bullant to be anti-ship. And I think we might have to design this one entirely from the ground up. But let's see what we can do because we want more speed. How much actual warhead can we shave? Okay, so that's how much warhead we can shave. We are 0.2 almost. So let's go to 1.54. Okay, so 1.54. And then we have an additional 0.03, 0.13, which gives us to 0.67. Which gives us to 9.185 with a 5.5 modifier. Hang on. We can get the same speed with that. But we don't need range. So we want roughly the same range. Let's see what kind of range we can get. So 1245 fuel, divide that by the 32-minute flight time multiplied by 60 is our hourly burn of 2334. So to keep the same range, we need to keep fuel use per hour under 2334, which is that. So we'll get an additional about 2 engine power on the missile. Is that going to be enough? Because what's missile speed? That's maneuver rating, hit chance, MSP. Probably based on the hull size. So what do we have? 5.87 divided by 6.16 gives us 0.95. No? Okay. About 0.2935 divided by 6.16 times 1,000? No, that doesn't sound right either. What about 6.16 divided by 0.2935? That looks right. Okay. So it's power divided by speed, by size. Okay. Alright, so that's power divided by size. So we have 8.0995. Divide that by size 6, which is 0.3. 0.03. Yep. Divided by 0.3. Gives us 27,000. So we'll get 7,000 extra kilometers a second for the same everything else. We'll get a maneuver rating of 21. So missile speed divided by target speed times 1,000. So that's missile speed. Divide that by the 11,000 of the fighter. And then multiply that by 21, gives us 51.5% accuracy. I don't like that accuracy against fighters. I don't. Not at all. Might maybe see, I mean, 40 million kilometers, we can probably shave that a little bit. So at 2,200, something more important, what do we actually need? We would need to double the speed or double the agility, the maneuver rating. We would need to double the speed or double the maneuver rating. One of those two would need to be almost doubled. And without getting speed, can we even get engine power to 12? No, we can't. Not without making the engine significantly bigger. 1.67. There. That's what we would need. We would need about that to make the Bull Ant have extensive accuracy with the current maneuver rating. Maybe we should go for it. I did say redesign it from the ground up. It's double the fuel use, but it's 12 EP. It's only half of MSP worth of engine more. We can shave a little bit of the warhead strength. We can ditch the active sensor. We probably won't need it on a fighter killer. We can drop a little bit. We can lose a little bit of reactor. We can find savings. We can find savings to save a half MSP worth of missile. And if we lose half the speed, so be it. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to have a because Taipan's going to make our missiles. 12 EP. We're going to call it our something that strikes. Oh, hang on. I think they hunt birds. I'm not sure. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's good enough. Okay. And we have internal fusion. 6 times 0.5 consumption, 2 MSP. Okay. Those are our missile designs, the missile engine designs. We're going to make them work. Power propulsion and Q-top, 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 Q-top. And what the hell did I just Q? Hornet, Skink, Taipan. Internal fusion one? I don't know what I queued, but I queued something. Oh well. It's fine. Okay. So, those are our new missile engines. And we've still got 20 minutes left in this episode, so we might even get some more stuff out of it. New jump point found in Wollongong. Hooray. Reassignment. Surely. Factory restored the abandoned mine. Alright. Tertiary laser is done. Our Marines are done. Yeah. Okay. Okay. New. Name this to... Yes. Okay. So, ditch that. Where are our drop pods? Drop pods are... Combat drop pod 100 ton. This one. Okay. And we want our biggest, baddest, bestest engine, which is this one. And now we're going to get 2. And now we're going to get 3. And now we're going to get 4. And I think that's about the limits of efficiency. Yeah, that'll do. And now fuel storage, 10,000 liters. Perfect. 0.5, 1%. Bet to 0.1%. It's not going to be out long enough. Five hours of full power. Perfect. Okay. Do we have Marine? No. Assault shuttle. Okay. Now, why am I putting such a massive speed on this? Because of the way the boarding works. So, with boarding, you get 100% accuracy on your Marines, specifically but so basically, as long as you don't completely miss the shot, so 0%, your Marines take that much damage. So if you have 100% accuracy, your Marines land at full power. If you have 20% accuracy, they land at 20% power, right? To get 100% accuracy, your speed needs to be 20 times faster than the target. 20 times faster than the target. So at the moment, undamaged, we have 100% accuracy against a ship doing 3,400, so about 1,700 kilometers a second. 1,700 kilometers a second, we have 100% accuracy. Right? If they're doing 3,400, we have 50% accuracy. So, yeah, you need absolutely insane speed on your boarding ships. So, can we actually get faster? Okay, we can get up to 40,000. I'm happy with that. 500 million kilometers is more than enough speed range. Okay, perfect. That's fantastic. We'll keep that. That is fine. Okay. Do we want to redesign anybody else while we're here? I'll redesign all the civilian stuff myself later, between episodes. We don't need any of it right now. Magpie, I believe is... yeah, we're already building Magpies. We don't have to worry about that. These are our two-stage ships, so we don't worrying about them right now. Actually, we can start bolting lasers on. There we go. Take a lot of power though. 4, 8, 12. It's going to be 16 power all up. How much power do I get? 4, 8, 12, 16. So it's going to take 4 of these guys. 2,200 tons at the moment. Righto. Okay. We still got more to come. That's fine. Now what's interesting? Yeah, no, we don't have a. Do we have a carrier? We have Nest. Nest is a carrier. Okay. If we're gonna have boarding ships on this thing, we are going to need troop transport. There. Perfect. Might sacrifice. Oh no, we got plasma. We need a plasma combat drives. We'll swap them out for our. We don't have our internal fusion engines yet. Alright, we'll hold them off. ECM2, upgrade the armor. ECM2, there we go. We need to upgrade our passive sensors as well. Okay. Oh, fuel. Fuel. We can probably get away with only 3 of these. Yeah, we can probably get away with 3 of these. Yeah, I'm gonna engines. Okay, we'll come back to those. Oh, I'm getting lost in ship designs. Okay. Let's keep cycling. Let's keep cycling. Oh, we got a surveyor that's busy. All right. Leif Erikson. Switch to gravitational. Okay, so that's a 4th laser. Which is here. Wait. They're getting confused. There. Okay. We don't have the fire control yet, but that's fine. We're there on it. Switch to you. Okay. Connor O'Connor. Love it. Okay, let's get that cycled through. I want to see if we can get the ship at least designed by the end of this episode. Alright, there we go. That one's done. So the internal fusion drive is done. Great. Fire control is not done, so we'll finish that off. Or at least try and gun it. Salvage fleet has arrived. So, double hump is there. Salvage fleet, you are going to do a transit into Brisbane and head towards that wreck and start salvaging. We'll get the freighters to rock up because it doesn't actually complete the salvage or pull anything until it's done, and that's going to take it months. If we go have a look at Brisbane, I should probably build more missiles just in case. I mean, we have completed a couple of designs, so Bull Ant, I'm going to swap you for a Wedgetail. So 20,000, 40 million, 37,000, 33 million. That's pretty good. It's oversized though, so we'll drop this down to 2.67. 0.33 over at the moment. We'll scrap that 0.01. 5500. No, it's not even worth it. No sensor at all. Fuel capacity, we're going to drop down to 275. That's size 6. 20 million kilometers even. And 40,000 kilometers speed. That gives us 84% accuracy against swarm fighters. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Size 6 AFM. Yeah, well, there should be AFM, not ASM, but oh well. Wedge tail AFM. Yes. Good. We don't have the other engines yet. That's fine. Missile and kinetics. Cancel you. Where is it? Way down in the W's. There it is. Yes. 345. 345. Alright, I want to get this done like immediately. $200? Yeah, okay. So it's going to take 110 days to salvage the stream's wreck. And our freighters are going to take much less time than that to get there. Yuri Gagarin is done surveying geologically. So start surveying gravitationally. Skink driver is done. We got another mine. Okay. So missiles. Skink is our green ant upgrade, I believe. So skink driver. So 16,800, 200 million, 224, 18,000. So a nice little jump. A nice little jump. We need to shave the speed down. So 67. No, whoa, hang on. No, we are way over damage on that. We can get up to 22. If we can get up to 24, that would be amazing. What is it going to take to get up to 24? Can we do it under 3, under less? No. Okay. We need to shave 0.298. Can we do it with 0.795 fuel? 155 million kilometers, but we get 24 damage on the skink. So we lose a little bit of range. Wait, what size is our missile launcher? It is size 10, isn't it? Yes, 10. Okay. Yeah, we can get 24 damage on our ASMs. That's a little scary. But I think it's slower. 17.5. No, it's about the same speed. Yeah, it's about the same speed. Okay, hang on. What the hell was happening earlier? I don't know what was happened before, but we broke something. Okay. Oh, right. Because we needed ECM, that's why. 3.7, no. 6, no. 3.3? No. We could just stick with 3. We have decent accuracy, we can get more agility on here. No, oh, no, right. Skink driver. Right, we got the skink because I wanted the ECM. This is the one where we have to trim the fat. Okay. So leave it at 3 for the 18. Just for a little bit of extra damage and high chance of shock. We're going to go for 0.8. 0.795. So 155 million kilometers is not amazing. But I think if I drop this to 0.14, 77,000 strength, that's strength 1,000, that's not too bad. With this, I can get this up to 8.3. That's 162 million kilometers. So a little bit of a range loss, but we get ECM for it. We can get it ECM level 1 for 0.5, but I want the full ECM too. Okay, let's do it. We'll get better specs once we on the net as our warheads and agility ratings improve. So compared to the Green Ant, we have slightly better accuracy across the board. Perfect. We don't have our AMM yet. That's not too far off. Hornet's 1.8 tech away. After missiles and kinetics, get the actual missiles done. So we want Skink. And we want... the... Where is it? We did create it, right? Oh, right, of course. We're researching it now. Okay. Alright, Hornet's done. So, missiles. Stinger, we're going to upgrade that to Hornet driver. Done. Do we really need anything else? I don't think so. Just flat raw speed. I'm okay with that. Oh, yeah. 167. We can shave that and replace it with agility. So we want 4 and 9. That gets us up to 29. 162.7. Hang on. What's the base agility? 110. Up it with to 151.5. 151.5. 151.5. 151.5. 151.5. 1.5. Yeah, it's better. Sweet. Job done. Industry, start pumping them out. So I want 2,000 Stingers. I want... No, I don't want 2,000 Stingers. I want 2,000 Hornets. But none of them are actually done yet. Hornet, Hornet, Hornet. Hornet. Okay, great. Let's keep going on tech. Drop that. I want that done. Jump 1 pound and Wollongong, don't care. Where's cargo? Still transiting, they're 11 days away, it's fine. Transit to Brisbane and join up. We are right about out of time though, so it looks... Oh, Mercury anti-greenhouse is done. How far off are we? Not far enough. Okay, anti-greenhouse, we're going to set to 0.6, let it run. Yeah, okay, we're too far to try and squeeze into this episode. We're almost there, but not quite, so we'll wait until we're done. So I'm going to put a break in the episode here. Next episode, we'll finalize some of the designs. We'll start building out those missiles. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.